What's up everyone? Welcome back to yet another video. Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my very first wedding photo shoot. When every photographer starts off, they usually always mutter the words, "I'll never do weddings." The reason why is weddings are stressful because there are no do-overs. Well, at least not for the photographer. As a photographer, shooting a wedding, you have to figure out how to be in 3 places at once, as well as sometimes dealing with people that have no idea what they want, while other times dealing with people that want too much. In my case, I was sort of lucky, and here's why. I was hired by a close friend of my fiance. Now, I know what you're thinking. Friends and business don't mix well. This is true. However, as I said, I was sort of lucky. So here's a bit of backstory. The bride wanted a photographer, but was not very aware of what lengths a wedding photographer has to go through to get the shots. Not to mention the hours and hours of editing, along with the long 8 to 10 hours of the wedding itself. The bride didn't know what she wanted, what she needed, or anything else pertaining to the photos. And she was quite surprised to find out what wedding photography typically costs, as she figured it would be somewhere around $100 or so. But again, she's in her early 20s in a small town and never really thought about it, so her sister explained everything and even hired me as a photographer as her wedding present to her sister. Now, since she's a friend of my fiance and has helped her on several occasions when it came to doing, typical girl stuff, getting their nails done, going out for coffee, things like that, I offered her a discount. A pretty hefty discount, honestly, but I was happy to do it. And I made that decision on my own. I never felt pressured to give her a discount. There was no withholding of anything, But to go with that discount, I also had some terms. For the price I offered to shoot for, I needed to guarantee that cell phones would be banned from the ceremony to ensure that I didn't have to battle with any guest that felt they could use their cell phone and get a better shot than the actual photographer. And second, I would only offer 100 photos with the discounted price, and that any extra photos after that would be $5 each. That was fair. So after all the agreements were made, I talked with the bride, whom again was new to this and had no clue what all was entailed when it came to the shots that I'd be taking. She only wanted shots of the actual wedding because she thought that that's what a wedding photographer did. Only shot the ceremony. So I ended up laying out my plans. I was going to shoot some flat lays, shots of her and the bridesmaids getting ready, reactions from the bridesmaids, the bride in her dress, and that I would be like a fly on the wall, just kind of getting everything. And normally I would jump from the bride to the groom, however the groom wasn't accessible, nor were the groomsmen. They wouldn't be available until they arrived at the location. I was able to get the groom and the groomsmen for some shots prior to the ceremony, out in front of the hotel, as well as shots of the bridal party. I also grabbed some quick shots of the father and father-in-law seeing the bride in her dress for the first time. I also had JD there shooting secondary, just to make sure that everything was covered. And having him there was pretty handy. He followed instructions and he did a good job. We ended up shooting over 8,000 photos between the two of us. I used both my Canon EOS R and the R7. Overall, it was pretty chill, but like I said, I I was sort of lucky. I've been studying the do's and don'ts of wedding photography for the past year, because I was already thinking about giving it a try at some point. And I do have to say that the research paid off. I watched a lot of videos and learned some really helpful tips and tricks. So if you're thinking of doing weddings, in my opinion, you should just do it, if for any reason other than to see if it's for you. Like I said, it's pretty stressful. You get one shot and there's no such thing as a do-over. The wedding doesn't stop because you have to change a battery or a memory card. If your focus is off, you just got to keep going and figure it out as you shoot. Now, all of this can only help you as a photographer. It'll help you problem solve on the go, it'll help you stay prepared for anything, and it can only improve your skills. So I hope you're able to take something from this video, whether it be reasons to not do weddings or reasons you should. And just an FYI, they pay really well. But that's gonna do it for this video, and until the next one, get out there and shoot something, anything, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.